And so as a result, Mr. Engin will have an engagement for 2 months to take on the 4 qualifiers that remain. Mali away and home on 8th and 12th of October, and then Uganda away in November, and Rwanda at home. Our agreement is that he will do these 4 matches, and then we will discuss if to continue and how to continue if we are continuing. Of course, we think he will win the group, and when he does, then we will discuss the long-term nature of how to go into March and how to go for the AFCON qualifiers next year. So he has agreed. I want to make it very clear. It was not easy to attract somebody of his caliber from UEFA.
When we talked, it was only a small talk. I checked only the team. I liked what I saw, and I believe there is a chance to do something, even if it's difficult. But this is in the end also something what motivated a person. And I'm very motivated now, and I'm very hopeful for this job, because the first steps was very positive. Why especially positive? Because I like the way of the president. He's a very motivated guy, and this is something which is good for me as a coach, because then you know you have somebody with his heart there and who is really a sportsman, and therefore we can decide a lot of things for the future together. And after these 2 months we work together, we will see the outcome, and we will see which way the future will show to all of us.
The coach would never have agreed to be here if we had no World Cup qualification. This is a coach of a high caliber, high level. He wants to go to the World Cup. We want to go to the World Cup, and that's his main interest. Secondly, when he works with us and we work with him, then he has said himself, once that chemistry works and he finds it's okay, then he can continue. So it was not only from us, kufanya 2 months, it was from both parties, because he wanted to see what work we can do. He looked at our matches and felt that we can do this together. It's a quick assignment. He has very high knowledge to bring us up, and that's why this worked. We obviously have a long-term relationship, and therefore we know we will qualify to be number 1. And after that, the rest will be history. The other point is also that we are doing this also with a financial point in mind. I will not expand that, but if you're in football, you will know what I'm talking about. So, Coach, I will ask you to say something about what he said.
Yeah, you know, similar questions I have always if I enter a new country or a new club or something. But we are now in a time of digital information. Therefore, we use in general, for example, instant Y-Scout programs like this, and we get every details, everything about every player. And this is what I have done when I talk first time with the president. I check first the team before I give any answer. And therefore, I think I know a lot about the team. I know also a lot about the quality of the players. So of course you can't know the character of the players, but about the football quality, tactical quality, physical quality, you can always update yourself. There's no problem. I'm doing this job because I love this job, and I would never do something where I don't believe it. So when we talked about it, so he has a high aim, the president, it's nice. So I said also to him, from my side, it's better for 2 months. I will explain you also why. Because I have to see if really when we work together, if everybody is also like I want. It's easy to sign a contract for 3 years, but if I feel not good, and I don't see any future, or I feel not the way that they are going like me, then I will not stay 1 day more. It's quite simple for me.
So we have made best efforts to do local things. As you can see, the coach is the only foreign member of his team. If you look behind you, I think there are 13, 14 green shirts. We're all Kenyan. I think that's a good representation.
So, what does it mean? We played in France, in Paris, in full stadium. We lost 2-1 only because the referee killed us. We played against Sweden, top team. We lost unlucky 1-0. We played which is very important for Moldova because they were former Soviet Union country against Russia, 0-0, first time in history. We played Italy, European champion. We played in, for example, in Kosovo, which has a good team. We break a record. We had 11 shoots on the goal in a away match. It's a history record, so on. So therefore, people judging by not knowing is nothing professional, to make it very clear. So therefore, before you have ever played teams like this, stay where you are, maybe. And there are a lot of questions I have, a lot of ideas I have, which I will share with the team, because we have to understand that Mali will be higher rival than Uganda or Rwanda. But I'm still very hopeful, and I'm sure we will find a way, because the players we have now are really good boys. And only problem is now what I had now new, some players are injured like Masoud Juma and so on. Then we need to find a solution. And we talked also with the president about some new names who are, for example, now at this moment in Europe, which was not used before, which we can maybe convince to come for the national team of Kenya. And we will see what will be the outcome. But in general, I have to say I'm hopeful. This is the reason why I'm here, because I see there is a living team. It's very important. You have some teams, they're on the field, but they have no spirit. So on these boys, they show us spirit. So we need to find a way, and it's mainly my job, to make it more productive.
For now, Mali, Uganda, Rwanda. That's the job at hand. It's a World Cup qualification, Mabuka. That's where all his head will be. He can advise from time to time, but his energy, his thinking, his work is on 4 matches qualification. After that, then we can talk about anything else.